ratchets. Let's get started. First of all, consult the parts list to check if you have everything you need to install the tent. When using the wooden poles, you will also need some additional tools which are not included with the tent. Start by preparing the poles. For every corner and side pole, drill a horizontal opening with a 10 mm drill at a distance of 5 to 10 centimeters from the top of the pole. Cut the threaded rod to the desired length. Create a protrusion of 1 centimeter on both sides of the pole. Attach the threaded rod in the opening and tighten the eye bolt at both ends. Screw the adapter for wooden poles to the top of the center pole using a screw of around 10 centimeters. Slide the supplied pole cap over the wooden adapter. First of all, consult the parts list to check if you have everything you need to install the tent. Create the corner and side poles by connecting the correct tubes using the connector pieces. Create the middle poles by connecting the correct tubes using the connector pieces. Attach a pole cap to the top of the center poles. First of all, consult the parts list to check if you have everything you need to install the tent. Make sure the tubes with pre-drilled holes are on the top of the side and corner poles. Create the corner, side, and center poles by connecting the tubes using the connector pieces. Attach a pole cap to the top of the center poles. Attach the pre-cut threaded rod in the opening and tighten the eye bolt at both ends. You can close the top of the side and corner poles using the lids provided. Lay the stretch canvas open in the location where the tent is to be assembled. Make sure that the correct side is on top. You can use a ground cover to avoid marks on the inside. The eye nuts on the corner clamps need to face downwards. Consult the build plan to know where the clamps have to be placed. You will need 2 triangular clamp parts, a short bolt, 2 washers, and a cap nut. Put a washer on the bottom clamp part and lay the cord of the seam in the opening. Put the second part on top and make sure the cord is fixed in the clamp properly. Put a washer again and fix everything with the bolt and the cap nut. Use the hexagonal wrench and hand clamp to firmly tighten the nut. Install every side clamp this way. Consult the build plan to know where the clamps have to be placed and make sure to always put them on a reinforced zone. For the corner clamps, fix a nut all the way onto a long bolt with a hexagonal head and fix the hand clamp to the bottom of the corner clamp using the screw. For the middle of the 3 grouped clamps, you will need 2 triangular clamp parts, a long bolt, 2 washers, a long nut, and a hand clamp. Put a washer on the bottom clamp part and lay the cord of the seam in the opening. Put the second part on top and make sure the cord is fixed in the clamp properly. Put a washer again and fix everything with the long bolt, the long nut, and the hand clamp. Make sure the hand clamp is facing downwards. Use the hexagonal wrench to firmly tighten the hand clamp. For the 2 clamps on each side of the ones with a hand clamp, you will need 2 triangular clamp parts, a short bolt, 2 washers, and a cap nut. Put a washer on the bottom clamp part and lay the cord of the seam in the opening. Put the second part on top and make sure the cord is fixed in the clamp properly. Put a washer again and fix everything with the bolt and the cap nut. Use the hexagonal wrench and hand clamp to firmly tighten the nut. Install every side clamp this way. Lay the side and corner poles at the correct position. The side poles will be attached to the middle one of the 3 grouped clamps. The corner poles will be attached to the corner clamps. Using a carabiner, attach each middle one of the 3 side clamps to one of the eye nuts on the side pole. and attach each corner clamp to one of the eye nuts on the corner pole. Slide the side and corner poles onto the hand clamps that are fixed to the side and corner clamps. Consult the build plan supplied with your tent to know where the pegs have to be placed. There's one peg for every side pole and 2 pegs for every corner pole. Install the pegs at a distance of more or less 2 meters from the tent canvas. Hit the peg in the ground at an angle of 70 degrees in the direction of the tent. Attach all straps to the carabiners. To do so, make a loop at the end of the tension strap and pull the loop through the carabiner. Pull both ends of the tension straps through the loop. Attach the carabiners directly to the 2 outside side clamps and to the empty eye nut on the side pole. Fix the short straps with the buckles to the pegs by turning them around the peg twice. Fix 3 straps to the same peg for the sides. Fix 1 strap to the pegs for the corner. Put the ends of the long straps that are attached to the carabiner through the buckles that are attached to the pegs. Fix the short ropes with the ratchets to the pegs by turning them around the peg twice. Fix 2 ropes to the same peg for the sides. Make sure the Y-shaped rope is on the bottom. Fix 1 rope to the pegs for the corner. Erect the 4 corner poles one by one. Make sure to first turn the pole underneath the canvas by putting them upright. Tighten the tension straps to the corner poles slightly so that the pole remains upright, but do not tighten them fully at this stage. Erect the side poles of 2 opposite sides. We recommend you first erect the poles on the sides facing the wind direction. Tighten the tension strap that is attached to the pole slightly until the pole remains upright and the tent canvas floats above the ground, but do not tighten the tent to full tension yet. Leave the 2 tension straps at each side of the side poles loose. Now erect the side poles on the 2 other opposite sides. The side and corner poles are never fully perpendicular to the ground, but are always slanted slightly outwards. When using aluminum poles, make sure you fit each pole with a pole base at the bottom. Raise the center pole via the side of the tent until it stands upright in the center. Always use a pole cap to prevent tears. Push the pole upwards in one smooth motion, whereby one person indicates directions and another person makes any necessary adjustments. If you are having difficulty getting the center pole fully upright, loosen the tension straps slightly. Put the stretch canvas under the correct tension by tightening the straps or ropes. Tighten them evenly and increase the tension gradually. Go around several times to achieve the correct tension. Start with the one that comes out of the pole. Tighten it more easily by using a second person who pulls the top of the pole outwards. To bring the straps or ropes that are attached to the other side clamps under tension smoothly, one person pulls the clamps outwards, while the other person tensions the strap or rope. There you go. You have now successfully installed a stretch tent. Start decorating your place to be and enjoy. Loosen all straps or ropes slightly. Don't loosen them all the way to prevent the tent from collapsing in an uncontrolled way. To loosen the ropes, pull the lever on the side of the ratchet. Remove the center poles first. Then remove the side poles and lastly remove the corner poles. Unhook the carabiners from the clamps and the eye nuts and undo the straps from around the pegs. Fold the canvas in half several times. You can leave the clamps installed on the canvas to save some time and effort for the next occasion. Don't forget to remove all pegs afterwards. You can purchase our peg remover to easily get the pegs out of the ground.